Hello everyone, my name is Madison H. This is my second year in ISM, and I've chosen to do broadcast journalism again. And this year my main goal is to really narrow down exactly what I want to do, but I have decided that I really want to focus on sports and entertainment. Last year I kind of focused on general news, and this year I'm moving towards sports and entertainment. So I'll kind of see which one I like better and then focus in on that. And my mentor last year was Shelly Slater. For those of you who don't know her, she is on Channel 8 WFAA. She was incredible. She helped me so much, and it was really beneficial getting the chance to work with her. I'm also a member of National Charity League. I'm an officer for National Honor Society. I'm an officer for Varsity Cheer at Frisco. I'm in Best Buddies. I'm in Student Council, and I'm also a Student Climate Committee member. I enjoy volunteering when I have time too. And I love working out. It's a really good stress reliever. And I also love traveling when I can afford it. Traveling can get kind of expensive sometimes. And then these are two video clips. I'm not going to show them because they're kind of loud and they're a little bit long. But the sports one, as you can see right there, she looks like she just got hit, and she did. But that goes to show you that anything can happen when you're reporting on the sidelines. You've probably heard of reporters getting hit in the head with a baseball or something, or getting knocked over. This girl literally got tackled to the ground when they were going in for a touchdown, and she was standing a little bit too close to the end zone. And then entertainment, you don't really get hit with as many things, but you're mainly focusing on new artists, new celebrities. You're really keeping up with new and upcoming news and staying current with things that are going on. And my quote for this year is, "A successful man is one who can lay a firm foundation from the bricks others have thrown at him." And this is so incredibly true, because in order to be successful, sometimes you have to face negativity. You're going to move through life, and with anything you do, people are going to say negative things about you. They're going to criticize you for things that maybe you think you're doing right, but maybe they think you're doing wrong. But in order to be successful, you have to be able to take that criticism and turn it into something positive, or sometimes just ignore it and don't listen to the negative things that people have to say about you, because sometimes they're just trying to tear you down, and you cannot let that affect you. And the requirements to be a reporter are to mainly just inform the public on things that are going on, whether that's breaking news or just general everyday daily news. Also for sports, it's important that you obviously attend all the events and interview athletes and coaches. And this can be sometimes a little hard, because after a game where they might not win, it's hard to go up to them and ask for an interview after they just lost a game and they're not really in a good mood. Maybe they don't want to talk. But the key to this is wait a little bit, don't interview them right after the game ends, and try to find someone who looks a little bit happy. Obviously don't go and interview someone that's crying. That's just not right at all. And the entertainment, that's mainly you're just covering arts and entertainment in the area and staying current with things that are going on. And also it's important to stay updated on your beat. And for those of you who don't know what a beat is, that's basically what you specialize in the thing that you're really updated on. For example, if your beat is football, you could be specializing in Cowboys football. So you have to be really updated on things that are going on, new athletes coming to the team, drama with the team, whatever that may be. Also, you have to write articles, conduct investigative research, broadcast stories to the public. Obviously, you're a news reporter, that's kind of what you have to do. And then stay current on social media and send out updates about things that are going on and things that are changing. People that I've interviewed this year, I've interviewed 7 people, and I've gone kind of above and beyond in this because I really want to find the perfect mentor last year. And last year I kind of started late, and I messed up there because I didn't really start sending out emails towards like the middle part of the year, because I was kind of scared and I didn't really know how to address people, and I could not find a mentor. But this year I'm trying to interview as many people as possible and find the perfect mentor. So I've interviewed Neil Beasley with sports, I've interviewed people with entertainment, people with general news, people that have just things to do with writing, like Charles Scudder. He writes for the Dallas Morning News, so I kind of wanted to get his perspective on mainly journalism, not so much the broadcast aspect of it, but I just want to get lots of different opinions and collect as much information as I can, and then determine who I want to be my mentor. And then I picked up different quotes during the interviews that I really liked and that were really helpful advice, such as, "The more you practice, the better you will become. Soon reporting and improving will become second nature." And this is so true, but that really goes for any job that you're going after. If you continuously practice, soon it just becomes second nature. For example, if you want to be a doctor and operating on a brain is something that's difficult, I mean, you can't like practice on someone's brain, but if you kind of get into that environment and you feel comfortable, soon it'll just become second nature to go into those surgeries and you won't be as nervous. Also, when you're writing a story, you have to be able to answer the question, why should people be interested? And this is like the $1 million answer. In order to grab people's attention and to get views on whatever news station you're on, you have to be able to answer the question, why should people be interested in this topic that you're talking about? How does it relate to the general public? Also, to block out negative opinions, like I said before, and remember that you don't need people to rely and support on you. And when she first said this, I was like, well, it's important to have people that support you, so I don't really understand where you're coming from, but it does make sense. You have to start with supporting yourself. If you want to be successful, you have to believe in yourself, and you have to start working where you don't need other people's support, you don't need anyone's opinions in order to get where you want to go. You just have to believe in yourself. That's what's most important. Also, there's a lot of criticism, and you have to be able to have thick skin, especially when you're on the news. There's going to be people from all over watching you, and they will criticize you for anything. If they're having a bad day, they may take it out on you and criticize the way you look or the way you're talking, whatever it might be, and they'll point out all your flaws, but that's okay. You just have to roll with it. And then research that I've collected this year, just the research assessments and interviews, are to stay active on social media, blogging, tweeting, all that's really important. And I try to stay active on social media, but right now, like, I'm not a news reporter, so I'm not really tweeting about the news and stuff, but if I ever become one, I'm gonna make sure to keep people updated on entertainment news, sports news, whatever I decide to go towards. And also, television is no longer one of the main sources of news. And when I heard this, I was kind of shocked because, I mean, that's how I watch news. I sit down and watch the TV, but it makes sense. Since things are really technological these days, a lot of our news is on Twitter or on blogs or on sites, or you get it in an email, something like that. So I have to start working on my journalism skills and become a better writer, because by the time I start working on my career, a lot of it is going to be about writing and getting information out through blogs and things like that. It's all electronical. And also, it's important to keep a professional attitude because you're always in the public eye. And I'm even having the chance to practice this right now. I know that sometimes I get mad about things, like last night at the volleyball game. Some of the students are really making me angry, but I was trying my best to stay professional because I am a cheerleader and stuff, so I have to represent the school. But it's good practice for when I become a professional, because if I do happen to be on the news, I'm going to have to be professional and not make any mistakes, because people will know who I am, and that'll be embarrassing, and I don't want to reflect on the news station in a negative way. Also, it's important to put yourself in someone's shoes when you're interviewing them. You don't know what they're going through, and you're a big influence on people in the media. You're getting news out to people. You are a trustable source, so you have to be positive. You're a big influence, and you can't forget that, and you have to be trustworthy. At the Business Symposium, these are just a few things that I learned. Ms. Snyder, I really liked everything she had to say, but she said that you have to do something that makes you happy. This goes for any job. Like, you have to find something that what makes you happy, what makes you smile, and go after that. So if sports makes me happy, I'm going to go for sports. If entertainment news makes me happy, then I'll start working towards that. Also, our speaker said to turn off distractions and remember that you're here. Just remember you're in the moment, and you have to be there. In order to accomplish things you want to accomplish, you have to remember you're right there. Don't think about things that you're having to do tomorrow. And Mr. Dixon, my favorite thing that he said was to take advantage of all opportunities that come your way. And sometimes it's going to be kind of scary. You're nervous to step outside your comfort zone, but in order to be successful, you have to kind of get out there. My future plans are to obviously major in broadcast journalism. I want to minor in either psychology, acting, or communication. Those are just a few options depending on what school I choose. And I got into Mizzou and OU, but my top schools are definitely UCLA, UT, and then Mizzou. And then focus on either sports or entertainment, like I've said like 8 times. And then things to remember, this is for me and for all of y'all as well, everyone that's in ISM 1, just for this year. Remember that nothing is going to be handed to you this year. You have to work for everything, but if it's worthwhile, then it's good that it's not handed to you. It's good that you work for it. And then starting off is hard and everything. It's difficult, and there's usually a bad pay. But you have to remember to just take advantage of everything that comes your way, and life happens all outside of your comfort zone. It's good to be nervous. It's good to be scared to do things. That just means you're growing. And just remember to be yourself in every situation. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned something about me and about broadcast journalism. Oh, I forgot to time myself.